Is it you know the coal yards? Well, there was some barges full of coal. He remembered John Cooper's threat. There were several loaded barges in the yard and no one about. She hitched one up from one of them and turned it round to the disused docks that John Cooper was waiting. Well, the kite ticket and Johnny and he saw the barge. No, I want you to come back out tonight. I have another little job for you. I've got to go, said Zebedee. You may have time for some things you need to do, said Johnny. And he steamed away. Across the place, across the estuary. Now the rockets, he sat down and looked out. In the distance, he spotted smoke. There's something out there, he thought. Princess Alice. It might have been luck. If I'd get at her, Captain Zara would be pleased with me. He was about to set off and he heard a shout. Help! What the? Who's that? He called. It was the customs sword stuck on the rocks. As Zebedee moved closer, the launch caught sight of him. Ah, Zebedee, never thought. But glad to see you. Come on, I need a turn. Johnny Cooper pushed me onto the rocks. My engine instead. I'll be smashed to bits on the rocks soon. Johnny, who? said Zebedee, asking him. Now, don't play games with me. It was not. It was, just found him when, aha, so you do know him. I was just about to say the rest of the sentence. I found Johnny Cooper and took him into the harbour. You'll have to give me some explanation when you drop me off to Lucas Yard. In the past, I began. He moved forward and pulled the launch off the rocks, then slowly turned him away from the rocks into the harbour. On the way, they met Big Mac and Warrior steaming out to meet Hercules and Princess Alice. Good day to customs, old Big Mac. Hello, Zebedee. Nothing serious, I hope. Chasing a cook and rescued by a cook, that's all, said the launch. Customs sorts with a grin. As soon as he delivered the customs sorts to Lucas Yarden, giving him some explanation about Johnny Cooper, he steamed back across the harbour. The wind was blowing strongly, and the Starfleet was struggling to bring in the huge liner Princess Alice. Hercules was turbing out in front. Old Big Mick and Wire with her stern, holding her back. 10 cents sunshine and urging, pushing hard against the sides to keep her steady. But she was slowly drifting towards the dockside, unless she was brought under control. The little switches would get crushed between the dock and the towing sides of her. The liner. "It's no good," shouted Barbara. "She's not responding. It ain't making no progress. I can't hold her anymore." It says, "Boss, it's a boss." "Oh, Big Mick. It can't." "Oh, ah!" cried Barbara, as the curve of the liner's hull crept closer and closer to the quayside. Things looked desperate. Nurse sounded his emergency whistle, calling to Anna, touching the area to come and help. Suddenly, Zebedee swept up, positioning himself between 10 cents and sunshine. "Need a hand, you lot?" he said. "Oh, thank goodness you came to help us," said 10 cents in relief. He began to push with all his might. Slowly, the great liner began to correct her course, and the curve of the liner's hull crept away. With Zebedee's extra weight behind her, Princess Alice was able to be under the tug's control again. As soon as she was docked, Zebedee hurried away. The star tugs tooted their thanks. As evening fell, Zoran returned to the disused docks